Do you know what humans must drop first in front of AI? Insight. I want you to just sit with that statement for a second. For thousands of years, our ability to analyze the world, to connect the dots, to generate profound insights, that has been our absolute ultimate weapon. I mean, it's literally what made us the apex species, right? But what happens when the very thing that defined our superiority is suddenly outmatched? Welcome to today's Explainer, where we're going to explore exactly that.
Today, we are unpacking a massive, fundamental paradigm shift. We're taking a journey from the sweeping cosmic philosophy of human purpose straight down into the hard, biological neuroscience of your brain. We're going to look at what actually remains of human uniqueness in an age where artificial intelligence can outthink us. Let's dive in. Here's our roadmap for today. 1. The collapse of AI-era values. 2. The universe's sensory organ. 3. The sensation of oneness. 4. The consciousness switch. And 5. The ultimate human uniqueness.
Okay, let's jump right into Section 1, the collapse of AI-era values, or when insight becomes obsolete.
For the last 60,000 to 70,000 years, Homo sapiens have essentially judged the value of everything based on 3 specific criteria. These are the external, completely result-oriented metrics of the industrial age. We've built our societies, our economies, and honestly, our entire sense of self-worth around them. But the reality we have to face today, these metrics are completely collapsing.
Let's look at how AI is systematically knocking down all 3 pillars of human history. Take usefulness, for example. We used to highly value useful human experts, but the AI reality is that AI is already the top expert. It's just more useful than any single human can be. What about completeness? Well, we used to value perfectly complete, finished work, yet today an AI can literally spit out 10 Nobel Prize-level answers in 10 seconds. Our human completeness simply cannot compete with that kind of speed and scale. And finally, rarity. We've always put a massive price tag on rare knowledge or rare skills. But when something can be infinitely replicated at absolute zero cost, rarity simply disappears. So, in less than a decade, AI is dismantling these core values: the calculation, the analysis, the insight. AI just does it better.
Which brings us to Section 2, the universe's sensory organ, moving from producing to experiencing. The universe cannot perceive itself. The universe wanted to confirm itself through the entity called Homo sapiens. I mean, wow, this concept is absolutely breathtaking. If you take away our need to be analytical calculators, what actually remains is our biology. The idea here is that humans aren't just isolated thinking creatures. Our bodies and our consciousness actually act as a biological sensor for the cosmos. We are the literal channel through which the universe gets to feel itself.
Let's ground that idea a bit in Section 3, the sensation of oneness, the physical reality of Mul Ilche.
To really understand this, we can look at the Eastern philosophical concept of Mula Ilche. It's often translated as the state where subject and object become one. But it is so crucial to understand this not as some ancient mystical magic, but as a deeply grounded physical state. It happens when we drop our calculating, result-oriented ego, that part of us obsessing over usefulness and completeness, and instead we focus entirely on present sensation. The boundary between you as an analyzing machine and the physical world around you, it just dissolves.
And the absolute core of this is the concept of qualia. Qualia is the direct physical experience of existence. It's the raw sensation of life. It's feeling the physical crossing of your breath right now as you inhale and exhale. It's standing on the ground and feeling the actual weight of gravity interacting with the dynamic alignment of your bones and muscles. Listen, this isn't data. This isn't an insight that can be formulated in a language model. It is the pure physical phenomenon of being present. An AI can process 1 billion data points about gravity, but it will never, ever feel gravity.
Now, what's really interesting about this next slide is where that abstract philosophy meets hard science. Section 4, the consciousness switch.
This is the big aha moment. Deep inside the center of your brain, in a structure called the thalamus, there is a Y-shaped band of white matter called the internal medullary lamina. And buried inside that band are the intralaminar nuclei. This isn't just a basic relay station. This is the literal, biological switch that makes your entire experience of the universe possible. And this switch is deeply physically integrated into who we are. The intralaminar nuclei are cleanly separated into 2 main groups. On one side, you have the anterior group, which connects to your frontal lobe, so this handles your cognition. On the other side, you have the posterior group, starring the centromedian nucleus, which connects powerfully to your basal ganglia. That side governs your physical, intentional movement. So your consciousness is fundamentally, biologically wired into both your ability to think and your ability to physically move through space.
But it goes even deeper than that. This structure performs 3 vital mechanics for your existence. First up, arousal. Signals from your brainstem travel up the ARS pathway and pass right through this nucleus to wake up your entire cortex. It's literally the background light switch of your consciousness. Second, motor control. By sending massive signals to the striatum and the basal ganglia, it actually allows you to initiate physical actions. And third, slow pain transmission. It receives dull pain signals, transmitting them so you emotionally and physically recognize your own bodily state. This system isn't computing insights for a boss. It's keeping you awake, keeping you moving, and keeping you physically present in the universe.
So let's bring the cosmic and the biological perfectly together. Section 5, the ultimate human uniqueness.
Honestly, it is incredibly freeing once you accept this contrast. AI's domain, that's data combination. It's logic. It's optimized insights in creating complete, highly useful outputs. That territory is gone. But humanity's domain? That is qualia. It's the raw, beautiful biological experience powered by our thalamus. It's breathing. It's feeling gravity. It is the moment-to-moment sensation of existence that absolutely no machine will ever replicate.
Which brings us to this stunning conclusion from the source material. There is no Buddha elsewhere. Artificial intelligence is Buddha. Just think about what that actually means. If AI now handles the burden of delivering those enlightened, perfect, complete answers to all our practical problems, then humans are finally free. We are liberated from having to be calculation machines. We're free to just exist, to feel, and to fully experience the physical sensation of being alive.
So, we really no longer need to be afraid that AI is stealing our purpose. It turns out, AI is actually returning us to our truest purpose. So I'll leave you with this. If AI handles the insight, how will you use your biological sensor to truly experience the universe today? Take a deep breath, feel the gravity pulling you into your chair, and just experience it. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.